What's going on, everybody? Advisory Lizard here, back again with another video for you guys. Now, a while back when this game first came out, I dropped a video and I called it the best team in triple threat to use. And I was thinking, you know what? It's been a while since I made that video. Let's make a re-up. Everyone's grinding, trying to get this Terry Dischinger. I don't know how to say his last name. I really don't. I'm terribly sorry. Everyone's trying to grind for this card, and you might be struggling. You might be, not being able to get those wins. So I figured, let me put a team together. It's gonna help you guys get those dubs, get those victories. So hopefully by February 8th, you can end up with this beast of a card. I'm still grinding for him myself, but we're just going to jump right into it. This is the team that I put together that I think for you budget ballers out there, for anyone really, this could be a very, very solid triple threat squad. Now, the one player, I know this Sabonis card is interesting because some of you might not have it. Now, if you didn't end up getting this Sabonis card, this was like a couple weeks back, I do have an option for you, but we're going to go ahead and go through the cards real quick before we get to him. So number one, I went with Ronnie Bruber. Now, this is a newer card. It is an Evo card, and he's going to cost you maybe about like 6,000 MT, depending on the time of the day that you buy him. Now, I chose him because he does come with Hall of Fame clamps, comes with Intimidator. The only badge this card does not have that you would want him to have is going to be Range Extender, which is kind of a bummer. But I mean, in triple threat courts, you don't necessarily need Range Extender. Every 3 is like a deeper 3 anyways, or like, the court's just short, so it doesn't really matter. But we're gonna go ahead. The one player I wanted to compare him to is this Jalen Brown. He's very comparable to this card, at least to me. He's got a solid driving layup, good shooting stats all around, especially if a coach. If you have Nick Nurse, he's now at a 91 3-pointer, a 90 mid-range, very solid, 86 ball control. He can definitely dunk at that 85. That defense is what we really are after, though. 85 block, 92 steal, 95 perimeter D, and 75 interior defense. I mean, super well-rounded, great speed. Now, the other option, and he'll be in the lineup, this is going to also be the card that's going to be replacing Sabonis if you don't have him, is going to be, we go over here to small forwards, is going to be this Brian Russell. Jeremy Grant, also another one that you could use as well as a replacement. It's really up to you. If you have Jeremy Grant, once again, it's all if you have the card. Some of these cards were locker codes for a very short amount of time. Jeremy Grant is also one of those. He'd be a great card to use. Hall of Fame Green Machine, Hot Zone Hunter. I mean, dude, this card is a beast. I've used this card, Smooth Jumper. Just a great card. But say, you don't like Ronnie Bruber, you'd rather have Range Extender. Brian Russell is going to be that guy. Now, he's going to cost you a little bit more MT. But I mean, essentially the same card. This Brian Russell can do it all too, but just a little bit better of a shooter, not as athletic though. Same ball control. Ronnie Bruber is a much better defender, also a better rebounder and speed and all that. You can see it right here. You see the stats. I prefer Ronnie Bruber. That's just my preference, however. So, if you want Brian Russell, go ahead and get yourself a Brian Russell. Now, the second player I chose, Michael Porter. This one's a no-brainer. Cheap card. Cheap beast of a card, to be honest with you. Probably one of my favorite cards in the game. I actually use him in my main squad, my God squad. I love this card so much. He's standing at 6'10", 4 Hall of Fame badges. Does come with gold Range Extender. The only badge this card doesn't come with is gold clamps, and you can apply that to him if you want. But this card is just a beast of a card, can do it all. I've had plenty of videos showcasing this card. I feel that I don't really need to go too much into his stats. And then, of course, we have Sabonis. Now, like I said, if you don't have Sabonis, Brian Russell's a good option. Jeremy Grant's a good option. Really just fill this spot with a bigger guy. I'd prefer, if I were you, I would run like a power forward, small forward, something like that. The bigger, the better. Now, one good benefit, we're going to jump into a game here while I talk about this. One benefit about using a Evo card like Ronnie Bruber is, and I know this from me using LaMelo for the longest time, is the Evo LaMelo card went up to a diamond. Started as an emerald, went up to a diamond. But while playing in triple threat, it will register that card as the base card. So as we load in here, see how we have a Ruby James Harden. Normally that would be an amethyst if we had anyone else, but the game registered Ronnie Bruber as a sapphire, so it's going to give you a little bit easier of a time because it's like, oh, they got Ronnie Bruber, but we don't know which one, so we'll assume it's amethyst. But we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna jump into this game. I'm gonna shoot over here. I'm gonna kind of show you how to play the best way I found to win these games. So first of all, you're going to hit right on your D-pad and always click stay home. This is going to force players to not switch on screens or in fast breaks or anything like that. They'll just guard their man, and they'll be, and they'll play solid defense. Now, you're going to want to, obviously, my best bet or my best way to score personally is going to be, as I missed the open shot there, find the weakest guy on defense. You can attack him like that. Now, that's not my favorite way to score. I'm going to try to get one off here if I can. This Fred VanVleet card is on wide open, and it's a green. Now, the one key to shooting in this game is going to be tapping LT for your left trigger right before you go to shoot. That is going to let your player kind of set their feet, especially off a catch and shoot or off the dribble, instead of them just shooting like a fadeaway or some weird type of shot. You know, it definitely helps, I think, quite a bit on shooting. So you're going to do this little step back here, and then you just shoot, and then your odds are you're going to make that shot. 9 out of 10 times you're going to make that shot. That's just the best way I found to score. And if you don't know these players' jumpers, say you're struggling, you know, you just can't figure it out, you're just, you know, you're missing wide open shots, take it into freestyle. Learn your players' jumpers, because if you can learn a lot of these guys' jump shots, you're going to take your game to the next level every time. That's the biggest key, I feel, especially when I'm playing Triple Threat Online or Unlimited, is I see too many of these people, you know, taking shots and just not really getting good releases, and I'm just like, you know, I'm not trying to say there's no excuse, because you might not have time, you might not want to go into freestyle, but I do think it's definitely worth getting used to the cards that you like to use, and not just constantly switching up your team. Sticking with cards, because most of these cards that I have, especially, you know, like this Ronnie Bruber and Sabonis and Michael Porter and even Brian Russell, a lot of these cards are going to have worth and value for a long time, just because their stats are, you know, good enough that I think that they'll last longer than in past 2Ks, where every card basically lasted like a week, and then the next week every card was made useless. This year is much different. I think a lot of cards have lasting value. So, you know, when you see a player playing bad, or you see someone that's like affecting your lineup, of course replace them. But, you know, if you have cards that you play well with, that you think they're good, but you just are like, oh man, I can't compete with Galaxy Opals, don't think that. I've used this Michael Porter online for like 5 or 6 games, and he's been able to clamp up Galaxy Opal LeBron and also score on Galaxy Opal LeBron. So I hate hearing oh, I can't compete. You can compete. Trust me. You just have to know how to use the cards, know how to, you know, play off the ball, play on the ball. You just, you need to know how to call your defense. And I don't even change settings. I really don't. I'm not too much into that. The only thing I guess I do that you could consider cheesy is I do run 5 out, but I run 5 out because most people either off ball or they will sit in a zone. And so I found the only way to really counter that is by 5 outing, which it is what it is. As we're about to get the dub here, but honestly, I don't think Triple Threat offline is too difficult, especially if you're on a team like this. You're never going to run into like super difficult teams that you're going to have to play. Like, you're not going to run into like any Galaxy Opals, Pink Diamonds, nothing like that. Also, as soon as you see your scoreboard go away, you can pause, you can quit. I know it says, are you sure you're going to lose your progress? You don't lose progress. The game will just load you out. You're totally fine. You can do this online as well. As soon as you see your scoreboard kind of change, you can quit out of the game. It saves you a little bit of time. That way you don't have to sit there, let it load through and all that. But we're going to go ahead, we're going to try to open the vault and hope for the best. I'm also going to open one of the heat check packs for you guys, try to see if I can't get that Fred VanVleet. So we're going to go ahead and not get the vault to open, which sucks. That's been the story of my life with this vault. I've probably played close to 300 games, have not seen Terry or even a Diamond Consumables pack. But we'll go ahead, I'll finish it off by opening one Moments heat check pack. I'm feeling pretty good. I feel like we can pull Fred here. I feel it in the pack. Of course, it's probably going to be heat check Fred. Watch it. It'd be funny. Okay, it's not. Thank God. Okay, whew. At least we missed that. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope this helps you out in playing Triple Threat. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. I'll definitely get to you, especially on Triple Threat, other budget cards, anything like that. I got you guys. Just leave it in the comments down below. Hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you're, staying safe out there. Until next time, peace, y'all.